And let it all be known, when you're burdened and when you fall, that by the grace of God, in your weakness, faith is sown. And although you fight through burning lungs or weary legs, in your struggle you'll be complete. So let nothing be lacking or incomplete, but in humility ask of God, who gives to all generously. But in the faith of your weakness, that the God of your strength is the same God that carries your burdens. Don't be a doubtful one, like the waves driven and tossed by the wind, as if the same God that saved you is not the same one that can save you. But in humility, Lord, save me. Save me. And walk on the water, or drown in your pride, believing that you are still master of the waves and the wind, like your pride can save you? It can't. It'll just carry you away by the lust in your eyes, and death comes slowly, and your heart can swallow it whole. But the light in his eyes won't carry with it a shadow, but carries the hope of you, brought forth by the word of truth, first fruit among the living, whose lives are rooted in the hope of the word, whose light is proven by us. Quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. What anger of man can achieve the righteousness of God? In his light, there is no shadow. And when you look in a mirror and see your face, do you remember who you are? Stay your hand and your tongue and wash away your scars to replace them with his grace, because your religious cover-up is worthless. Your gold rings and clean clothes are the eye in your needle, and the poor, dirty, stained, broken, low will be the pride of the kingdom, and they will come, as they are, to the open arms of their crucified Savior. Risen as the day is long, so was not mankind called. Very good. And in your eyes, an eye for an eye, but in your sin, only one to be sinner. If you've broken one, you've broken all of the law. So judge out of the grace you don't deserve, rather than with your mouth. His judgment is merciless upon the merciless. So let mercy be the scale upon which you judge. And if your judgment is judged by the judge, then what good is your faith without what it is you do? Faith and indulgence go hand in hand, down a wide road to even wider gates. Don't you see? Even the demons believe and shudder. So would you offer everything you have, everything you've ever known, to serve the only king worthy of a throne? Because faith is in working with work, like before the fall. Justified. Are you justified, or do you justify it all, but you long to see everything made perfect? Well, don't we all? So would you give everything you've ever known and see your work and your faith bring glory to that worthy name? Or will your faith die here without works, like body without soul? And be aware of your tongue. It controls the way of its captain, but a spark like a word can carry such great flames. And we can defile our very names by the fires of hell we wield so willingly. And with it, we bless our mothers and curse our father. Well, do fresh water and salt water run in the same streams? So set aside that lie that claims to be truth and hides behind wisdom, that hate, envy, and pride might build you a kingdom. But just like you, it will eventually die. God is a jealous God, and your heart set against his by the truth of a liar is both his worst fear and your greatest regret, when he willingly paid the wages of sin for your death. So draw near to him, and he will draw near to you. He's already paid off all of your debts. So wash your hands and your hearts and peel away the scars that cover what you would have forgotten in the mirror. And be sad. Would you be sad? Mourn and weep with me for the coming of our King, who would step into this world and become its enemy for the sake of you and me. Just mist in the wind, like breath in the breeze, and we vanish just the same. But he is a jealous God, and longs to be the breath in your lungs, and without it, we wither and waste like moths to a flame. So breathe in deep-lunged, and know that the breath in you is just as close as the coming of our Lord. He is a jealous God, and his truth will overcome the lie that will disguise itself a shadow among sheep, and your heart can swallow it whole. So would we be whole and trust in the King with everything we've ever known, the only King worthy of